Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. Sorry we're a couple of minutes late. Welcome to Jason Tempinski. I'm so glad to have him back.
Hi,
Yeah,
thank you. I'm
you're
glad to be back
welcome.
with you.
I know. I always enjoy our times together because we get to laugh and have fun. So there you go.
Yeah, which we need.
We do.
You
We
know,
all need it at this time. Yeah.
I know
No,
you.
I
I
heard.
know you do.
I know I do. I know I do. I wasn't around at all yesterday, and I went in to talk to my husband without my glasses on, and he said, "Oh my God, you look exhausted." And I said, "Yeah, I feel like I am." So hopefully this will bring up some of the vibes. But truth be told, I still haven't gotten that much sleep. So we'll
Yeah,
see how it goes. Well, I wish I could have a QHHT session, and then
yeah.
I'd be okay. Yeah, yeah. So anyway,
Just
yeah,
be careful. They might knock you down. Your spirits they
yeah,
might knock you down and force you
yeah.
to rest. So
I know. You know how the guides are. They're like,
yeah,
okay, screw you. You're not doing it. You know, it's funny, not haha funny, but I
yeah.
had 8 classes end in the last 2 weeks. And that means I had to do, probably 30, 60, 90, 180 final papers, something like that.
Oh my gosh.
And some of them, I said, you can pass them in early if you want. And nobody was a taker, they're all procrastinators. So anyway, I did get that done. But
Yeah.
yeah. Time for
I
fun.
don't.
Time for this. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't miss that as a teacher at
I bet
all.
you do. No, I know. I know. Even math teachers have it so much easier than English teachers
Yeah.
do. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Because it's so
yeah.
clean cut and the score is the
Yes,
score and okay next and
absolutely. Yeah, especially
yeah
if it's a
I
research paper. They don't realize that, this has got to be this way or this way or this way because that's going to take points off. Anyway,
yeah
yeah. Yeah.
I understand.
Uh-huh.
Well,
So
at least
let's
we
say hi. Yeah. Let's say hi to some folks. We got Seascape here and Denise Fletcher Tarot. And we have Janet Bora Bora, who apparently does work on your channel and mine, and we thank her for that.
oh,
We have
thank you.
CJ, we have Hypnicity, and Amanda. I hope it didn't cost too much to go to the mechanic. We have Gray here, who actually has a question, and we are taking questions today. Flower Beauty is here, and Nessa is here, and Wiki, and Brenda. And Brenda, I had to cancel a show with her yesterday because I just couldn't make it. And we're going to do it, Brenda, I promise. And I'm so sorry I wasn't able to be with you yesterday. Book is here, and Akila, and Nancy. Oh my goodness, we got 40 people here. Oh my goodness. We got Arlene here. We got Marina here. Have you met Marina? Do you know who Marina is?
I've seen her. I haven't.
She's wonderful. You'll have to check her out because I know you'd like working with her as well. So yeah. We have Chris. Where did Chris go? Chris, you keep disappearing. There you are. All right. We have
BC Mom. Is that Elizabeth? BC Mom. I don't know.
Okay. Oh,
it's a mystery.
Right. Yeah.
I guess that's her because she's the only one I'm seeing later.
Okay. BC
She's
Mom. Oh, you're going to see her later? Yeah. Okay. All right. That must be her then. She lives in British Columbia. All right. Hinda Ader is here. And Denise Fletcher Tarot is a brand new also a channel. I know you're looking for collabs sometimes. There's Coyote Rosenbaum. Yeah. And Seascape got your question. Edward Kenneth's here. It's nice. Oh, you're watching both feeds. There you go. Thank you, my dear. Nice to see you. Thank you, Brenda. All right. I got your question, BC Mom. And who else came in? Carolyn and Peter came in. Nice to see you. Hinda, you're going to go get a cup of tea? There you go. Good for you. That sounds like a plan. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so Jason's been busy. He's been on with Terry. He's been on with Scott.
Scott, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I'm getting back into the groove.
Back in the groove. That's right. Getting back in the groove. So yes, Jason's channel is Discover Your Light, and that's why I said diving deep to discover your light. That's why I decided to name it that, even though it isn't diving deep. Your channel's not diving deep.
I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah.
I put that on my
good.
thumbnail. It says "Divine Deep Diving with Aley." So,
ooh, that's good. And that's what you do with QHHT. You really dive deep.
true. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Hi, Mary Thornberry. Yes, Marina is fabulous. Jason and Marina show, please, she says. There you go. You get, yeah. Anyway, yes.
Contact
and
me.
we had, yeah, what? There you go. Yeah. I'm Marina, if you can't find his email, let me know and I will send it to you. Anyway, yes, last night we had thunder, lightning, hail, wind. It was kind of crazy around Seattle. I mean, it rains here, but we don't get lightning and stuff. So I was glad.
Yeah.
Glad that everything. Hi, Lauren. It's great to see you too. So yeah, so we'll go ahead and start diving deep and doing some readings for you. If you want to put them in, we'll get as many as we can in the 1 hour that we have. And for sure, I was on Jason's channel 2 weeks ago, I believe it was. And, we'll be doing some shows now and again if we both don't get so busy and win the lottery or something. And then you never know, we can't promise tomorrow always. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Rosie. It's good to see you. Yeah. Yes, it was amazing. Yes, Play Love. Remember, you have a question, put it in. Put it in if it's a question to ask or if you want a reading. It doesn't matter, whatever you want. And I did hypnicity. As a matter of fact, you're the first one, actually. She wants to know if she's going to get unstuck in April. And I'm saying, well, don't walk in the mud. Or don't. I'm being a wise guy, of course. But a lot of us are feeling that way, hypnicity, I feel like. There's a lot of things. So I'm gonna pull a couple of cards here for you, and some of them are interesting cards. I have this new deck called the Everyday Oracle, and they are kind of snarky sometimes. So please know that I love you, hypnicity, and I'm not trying to be snarky. If the card comes up, it's a bit snarky. Yeah. Sometimes we just need to laugh. So, all right, let's see what we got. I do have some serious cards here too. All right. Perfect. Let's see what the snarky one says first. Oh, it's not a bad snarky. It's not snarky. It's wonderful. And it's saying here, it could be construed as take a hike, but they want you to hike. And look at this. You live in Washington, and her relatives are from Switzerland. I find that to be fascinating. So it's a beautiful hike. It looks like you are standing at the bottom of the mountain. You're making your way up. And I'm getting here that, yes, you need to have an escape, some kind of an escape. And maybe it is a little trip or it's somewhere to go where you can do some hiking or maybe go out with your dogs. And it says here, this will bring you some sentiment. And I believe actually that this message is from your grandfather, coming in from the Swiss side. I'm feeling that way anyway. Let's see what Jason gets.
Where the hills are. No, that's Austria. Sorry. I was going to say hills are alive.
Hills are alive. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of have the same, along the same lines in what I pulled. So the first one's the importance of relaxation, paired with, I have the lady. These are kind of, I don't know, spirit guide-ish cards. So they're usually representative of the energies you need to be tapping into. So she's all about enjoying growth and reaping the rewards. So the sows are sowing what you have planted. So watching the seeds grow, but now the time to do the harvest. So perfect time with April. This is also all about, she's kind of like the earth mother energy, so which aligns with the hiking and getting out into nature more. Also releasing negative worries, energies into the earth, and knowing that those will be transmuted. And this card has been coming a lot lately. Star gathering. Star alignment, remembering home in the galaxy. So this is the galactic bent.
It almost looks like a face if you look at it from far away. It does. So Book wants to know what cards they are, if you wouldn't mind. Yeah.
This is it's that's a good question.
You don't have it on you.
I'll let you know by the end of the show. It is a galactic deck, so it does, but it's also about yeah. I'll let you know by the end of the show.
No worries. Put you on the spot. I didn't mean to do that. That's all right. That's all right.
No, I usually have the boxes near me.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll find it.
Well, she says she has new memories from 3 years old. So that's really great. Because as you know, Jason does the regression with QHHT. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yes, it is. That's great. Oops, I'm getting probably enough questions here. All right. So Amanda, I got you last, and I got Wiki, I got you. And so Amanda is on both our channels, but she put her question on yours. And so everybody, please know that the questions are closed because we get a lot of them right now. And thank you, everybody, for telling me / Jason that you signed up for his channel. That's cool. I love that. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, very good. All right. So we got Gray. And Gray says, what are you diving into?
Good question. I'm not sure right now, but
not sure right now. You never know, though. Every day changes, you know. So,
yeah.
You want help from your Akashic past life. Oh, all right. Akashic past life. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. I got some other cards that are fairly new, and they're called the investigation deck, which could be used for investigating mysteries and things like that. But I think diving into the Akash is also a mystery. So the first card I get is sometimes in the past lives, everything was on fire. This is one of the snarky cards, but it's interesting. And the little thing says, but you'll still have everything finished by 5, right? Okay. So sometimes we get overwhelmed in one lifetime. Maybe we pick way too many things to work on. And then when we go back and have our regressions, we say, why did we do that? That's ridiculous. It's trying to cull out everything all at once, I think. And it comes with the soul contracts that we have. The next card I get is that in some kind of confrontation, you showed a lot of strength. Now it's got to go this way. I don't know. Am I doing it the right way? Yeah. There's the lion. You're right there, up there by the lion. And so you had the strength in a confrontation from a past life. This helped you in some way. And it says home search. Oh, I think somebody came to one of your homes and wanted to search it in a past life. I wonder if you were in Germany, Austria during that lifetime, or if it was much, much earlier in a lifetime, let's say, that you know, there were people from some other group that came and wanted whatever it was that you had. So that's what I'm getting for you, Gray. Oh, now is 501 lives. Oh. Well, no wonder, gal.
Oh,
yeah, that's a long bit of lives. Okay.
I've been told we have a lot more.
Oh, but, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's like in the thousands, but that's great. If you're aware. Sorry, I just lost my earpiece. Yeah, tapping into lives a little bit more. I do it kind of in the moment with people, so I'll kind of see what the cards are leading me to. So along with the aligns with the strength. So the first one I have is stepping into your power, that you're stronger beyond measure. So giving you credit for where you are and what you're worth, and having that type of because when we're talking about past lives, it's always important that, you know, the information that we receive is for this lifetime. So I think that this would be more about, you know, the lessons you're supposed to learn and what you didn't learn in the past. This other card is the Knight card, which is, I call him more of the peaceful warrior, being brave. Whoa, I have to turn that off.
Wow.
I think it's thinking that's a person. I'm not sure. Be brave. I can't read it because it's moving. Be brave, be brave and honest. This is like the peaceful warrior, the loving warrior. So this isn't the hack 'em and slash 'em. This is more coming from a place of love, forgiveness, and, you know, fighting for what's good. However, this is interesting too. This is the Arcturian light codes, which is about receiving evolutionary downloads, recalling your personal power. So again, knowing that you're powerful. The last part of this is future thinking. So I know that we do talk about past lifetimes, but this has come through sessions where we need to, they're still important, but we're being taken to a new level of consciousness and awareness where it's not about so much past lives, but our existence as multidimensional beings. So that may be a direction that you want to go in terms of finding newer connections that are not, quote unquote, in the past, because all of our lives are happening all at once, but other ways in which you're experiencing different densities and frequencies in this lifetime. So hope that helps.
That is wonderful reading. I have to put this one up next because it's very cute. Marina. Will Jason accept my invite? Yes. I get here, inbox 0 hero. He's going to write you right back.
I'm very good about that. So yes.
You are. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. 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 That's cute. Thank you, Marina. All right. So the next person we have here is Seascape. And Seascape, what way is the Galactic associated with me? Okay. Oh, you got the right cards, Jason. Yeah. Let's see what I get. Oh, wow. All right. So the first card I get is a temperance card in the investigation deck. So it's not from the tarot, but it says life in balance. So whatever lifetime that you lived in the Galactic, you had a very well-balanced life and you sort of earned your wings, whatever that means, whether you're were angelic being or not. But what I get is that you did the job you needed to do and you flourished and you did really well at it. The next card I get here says you purposefully disappeared from that lifetime. And I'm wondering if you left where you were that way, not like poof, you disappeared or poof, you died, but you purposefully went somewhere else in that lifetime, perhaps to another planet. I don't know. But finally, it says you recognized it as being a new part of your world and the end of a situation at this one planet because you had grown and learned from it so that you could move on to another planet. So I'm thinking that you've lived probably many lifetimes on different planets, but you really learned a lot on this particular one where you felt validated. You felt like you learned what you were meant to learn there, and you did well. Yep.
This is interesting. It's so the first card I got, so I went all galactic with these cards. So the first one's Seraphim's Gateway. This is voice activation, angelic attunement, and also divine support. I love talking about Seraphim. I actually spoke with one during a session, so they are extremely high vibrational. I mean, you could could call them angelic. I would say kind of they're the angels for angels in that respect. Supposedly, well, manifestation wise, they are associated with having 8 wings and not 2, or I'm sorry, 6 wings and not 2. So this is acknowledging that you do, as we all, but a powerful connection with kind of energies and vibrations near source. The importance of your voice relates to, the power of healing with your voice. So that would probably be something you need to look into. The Order of Melchizedek. I can't say this word.
Melchizedek, I believe. Yeah.
Acknowledging that you're embraced with light, mission uncovered. The way that you're talking, Aley, I feel like in those sessions where I have spoken with people who are essentially light beings or they come from close to source, there's always, 1, an awareness of all your lifetimes, but 2, knowing that it is going out on a mission and leaving purposefully because you need to learn something new. So that would reinforce that you did come here for, well, we all do, but you're bringing something that to the earth that we all need in terms of vibration frequency. Orion activation. I know that there are those who know that they're, star seeds. We do contain little bits and pieces of all, different races and beings galactically, which I've learned recently that it's not just about one in particular. This is about recreation, renewal, and rebirth by light. Suggestions I've always gotten: with that connection, you should always pay attention to Orion in the sky pictures, so you kind of reconnect with that aspect of who you are and where you're from.
Yeah.
So that was very...
It is. And it's very interesting that your experience of your connection with those angelic beings matched what I was saying, because I didn't think that was going to make much sense, really. But wow.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's
that
really
was fascinating.
Cool. Thank you so much. Makes me feel like I might know what I'm talking about. All right.
What is it's the part of the human experience. We is to forget all that, and the beings that I've talked to, or lifetimes where they're on different planets, they know all of their lifetimes and they know what they've experienced. So it's
so we're the only ones that have that veil of forgetting. That's sort of okay. Wow.
Which is a thing too. I've had this came to me recently too, where I had a lady that she was part of the group that were responsible for creating these veils that humans put on before we come to the earth to forget. Which was fascinating. I didn't know that was a thing.
Anyway. Wow, that's cool. Thank you for sharing. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so BC Mom, what's the significance of seeing a cardinal yesterday? So my first feeling is someone was visiting you from the other side, because a cardinal can represent that. But mine, if it happens, it's a hummingbird. So it doesn't have to be a cardinal. But let's pull some cards. Or if you want to say what you think, Jason, go right ahead. Okay. So I see here it was a manifestation of your hopes and wishes to hear from somebody from the other side. Perhaps even inadvertently you said, give me a sign. Give me a sign. You may have done this a while ago. It doesn't matter, but you sort of rubbed the genie lamp. It's something that you have felt inaccessible to you prior to this, but now you kind of have the key to unlock it. And it is a very strategic way of coming in for you. And I would say that this is, I don't know who you're going to associate this with, but I really do believe it is somebody from the other side, whether it's a parent or a grandparent or a friend. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, my initial gut instinct was to say family or something, or, as someone showing up, so to speak. This could also be about, and I think this first one simplicity.
Oh,
It's interesting. There's a feather.
Yeah.
Not overthinking it. And I think that you already know that gut instinct of whatever flashes to you when you see something that stands out to you, to always trust what's coming to you right away. So that if you're like, oh, that's grandpa, trusting that. Don't make it too complex and overthink. I'm guilty of it, so I completely understand. This is interesting too. I'm not sure how it would relate to the cardinal, but maybe it's whomever is visited. The importance of taking shelter. The answers are within. So interestingly, I wasn't planning that, but trusting your instinct and your intuition. It's weird how the cards work. For me, they're always supportive. Yeah. It's not like they're telling me what to say, but they reflect what I'm already saying. Also, winter. I feel like the cardinal, isn't it more of a winter type bird? Or at least
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
The importance of taking care of your needs. First, making self-care. This is also about finding your pack. The strength in numbers, finding your community, and family.
Yep. She says maybe it was her mom. Did your mom pass in the wintertime? She didn't have to, or maybe she was born in the wintertime. I don't know. But yeah, that might be.
If this is who I think it is, who I'm seeing later, yes, the feathers. That I forgot about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Interesting.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yes, I know you'll have a great time when you work with him, BC Mom. Yeah. Yes, and thank you very much, everybody. I enjoy working with him too. We try to keep it as light as possible because everything else is heavy. Yeah.
And Spirit constantly says we take life too seriously.
We do. Yep. All right. So Mary, you're having a goat? No, I'm kidding you. Coming to the house to run his dogs on the trail. Will this work out? Okay. She has a big bit of land, so I think she has trails on it. All right, Mary. So I wonder what your gut feeling is, but let me tell you what the cards say, and then you can tell us because if you're asking, you might not feel confident in it.
Oh, he runs races for dryland snow races.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Wow. First card I got was strength. And so when I pulled this right, and then Jason said that it's a person that runs races. I find that to be fascinating. And I know how hard it is to run on concrete. So by letting him run on the trails, that is really admirable of you. And of course, he can bring his dogs because there's no traffic on a trail. So I feel like he feels very grateful. There's something here that says deception, but I don't believe that he has a bad intent. It could be that something will come out, and I don't know. Maybe he said something to you that wasn't 100% true, but I don't think it's malicious. I don't get that feeling because look, I get gratitude. He's so happy that you're allowing him to do this. He said maybe if he finds flowers along the trail, he'll pick them for you. But I get and this is an angel number, Mary, 44. So I think it'll be okay. I really do. Yeah.
I guess they were reflecting in stillness. I feel like this is don't worry about it too much. I think that, again, this is we tend to get in our heads too much. Also, you notice in this card, it's a woman looking down and she's seeing a swan in the reflection. So it's kind of acknowledgement of, in the stillness, you'll find beauty or you'll find truest guidance. Maybe the deception is about that we believe one thing, but we, taking a moment to dive in. Again, not all of this.
I picked the right thing to say this day.
I'm not recommending to dive into the lake.
No, right.
But
metaphorically dive in. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe the fear.
Yeah.
Maybe the fears that you have about this have come from past experiences or distrust. So just trusting what you feel, and that all will be well.
Sure. So his name is Taylor, and he's promised he will clean the trails as like a payment for letting her do that. And I think that's going to work out well, Mary. I think it's a great a great way to get the work done. So would you send him my way, because I need some help here near my house. I need some kid to come and really, I'm dead serious. Aren't I, Jason?
No.
Today's the day. Today's the day. I need to find a kid that will help me. I just love it, Mary. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah. All right. So we have Edward, and he needs a couple of cards for health. Okay. Will do. And of course, not for you as much, Edward, but as for this tape, I have to say, of course, entertainment purposes only. Always seek the advice of a doctor. But you knew that, but I have to say it. Thank you. All right. Ah, interesting. All right, what do we got here? Are you not eating right? Are you not eating what you should be eating? I'm getting here nourishment first, Edward. So perhaps they're suggesting either you start growing some vegetables, or you start eating some vegetables, or whatever it is for nourishment. And the reason is a transition that we are all going through, which is and you're a Reiki master, so you know this really well, and I'm sure, but it's the transition from third to fifth dimension, and more water. We're all kind of dealing with the washed out feeling, which speaks to water, of course, but you're not confronting whatever it is, and you need to do that. If you're like a lot of men, and I'm not saying all men, you tend not to go to the doctor perhaps, or not worry about something until later, and you should do it sooner than later. So, that's just my admonition. I get the last card I get is nostalgia. And no matter how old we are, we always wish that we were younger, so that we wouldn't have any kind of health problems or issues, and that we wouldn't ache at all. Yeah, I hate that.
Once again, we're in alignment with the.
Okay.
So this is from the kind of the Guardian Guides deck. So this is the Medicine Guardian. If you want to thank Archangel Michael, he could also be associated with that. So be open to healing information. Also knowing that if you are experiencing the physical is spiritual. If you're Reiki master, I'm sure that's not a newsflash for you. So just medical information is, outside of Western jurisdictions, is spiritual. So again, I'm sure you're not surprised by that. Psilocybin.
Oh, wow.
Necessarily a recommendation to do mushrooms. It's more the effects and how you feel.
You can use them in your scrambled eggs. Yeah, you don't have to take the other thing.
But this is about what the experience will bring for you, and making a connection with that. So that's up to you if you actually do it, but it's also fostering the sense of community. Also, those little toadstools and magical beings. I think this is the nostalgia part, but it's also
it could be,
tapping into that wonderment and breaking through the veil and being open to mysticism and magic and fairies and all that, because that's a type of energy that is high vibration and is healing in itself. So I feel like this is where you're kind of being directed, and I'm not sure how this figures in leadership. It is polar bear spirit. I guess for this, it's kind of like the lone wolf, even though it is the polar bear, but knowing that you are on your path, at times you may feel disconnected. So I'm not sure if this is contributing to whatever you're going through energetically, but just, being secure in who you are and developing the strength from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the magical wonderment, I think, is your prescription for your.
I think so too. And look, he says he drinks mushroom coffee. So you hit the nail on the head on that.
Interesting.
Wow. Yeah, I know, isn't it? Yeah. You didn't have that on your dance card, did you?
Yeah.
I just want to tell everybody what order we're going in, because you're asking me, am I on the list? So I have Rosie next. Then I have Book, Michelle Krantz, Flower Beauty, Arlene, Carolyn, Sonia, Play Love, Amanda, Wiki. That's about it. That's going to be tough to get through, but we'll try. Okay. So thank you so much. All right. So we'll go ahead for a simple reading for Rosie. All right.
Okay.
You want a simple reading? Eat all your vegetables, drink your water, and get to bed before 8 o'clock. There you go. That's it.
Love yourself, love others.
That's right. You can tell I was a mother. Still am. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Ooh. So, Rosie, is there something that you have been trying to create, whether it be a new job or a new hobby or a relationship? I'm not quite sure, but you're working to create this thing, and it says there's been some mismanagement around it. And I don't think it's from you. It's like maybe you worked really hard to get something done and you thought you had created that thing. And the next thing you know, for instance, if it was a job and you applied for it and they said they really liked you, they wanted to hire you, and then they came back and said, oh, we don't have the money to give anybody that job right now. That's a mismanagement idea, but it could be anything. But look, fellowship comes next. So you are going to have some kind of work with other people. So don't worry about it, because either somebody that's in your fellowship will find whatever it is that you need, or they're going to help you work on it. I hope this makes some kind of sense.
I haven't seen this card too often. This is the Shaolin Master. So be graceful in movement and action. This card is all about the importance of movement, practice, harnessing your energy, balancing your energy through Tai Chi, Qigong, all that. So this is probably a signifier that you have a lot of built up energy that you need to rebalance. If you're feeling overwhelmed, overloaded, he's basically the guardian in terms of really finding the flow and movement. It's kind of interesting. This is paired with the she-wolf.
Oh my. Yeah.
Unleashing the wild within. So I think, again, this feels like movement is so important right now for you, for not only the balance, but also your inner fire and your intuition and your instincts. Not getting into that, but surrendering and allowing. It feels like there's a lot of pent up energy that you're holding. So this, I guess, makes more sense now that I'm letting it ramble out of my mouth. Right. And once again, different deck toadstools.
Oh my God. Wow. Yeah. Can't make it up. There you go. Yeah.
I'm wondering if this is a collective message for us all here today, but this is all about growth, also recognizing, things that we take for granted or things that we see as decay and death and stagnation, just knowing that with underneath is new growth, new possibilities, and being open to that and not closing ourselves down when we think that our options are falling to the wayside. So, however, I feel like this is connected to your growth in terms of rebalancing your energy, allowing yourself to be expressive and intuitive in the best way possible. So.
That's beautiful. And then I thought back to my cards, which were creation, mismanaged, and fellowship. And it's like you want to create a better spiritual life. that has been mismanaged thus far, and you're getting it through fellowship with other people. So thank you, because I felt like she doesn't work, so it couldn't be that. But
yeah, especially with qigong and tai chi and all that.
Shaolin. So Sonia said she had mushrooms with spinach and egg cheese for breakfast. So there you go. Yeah, we all need to have mushrooms one way or the other. Looks like. All right. So Book, you're next. I'm having trouble meditating and getting motivated. I feel whipped and drained. Well, I get it. We are being whipped and drained. All of us. I think you have to try a new way to meditate, Book. Maybe guided meditations. Yeah. They help me because I'm a more auditory person than sitting there trying to see it in my brain all the time.
I've been told several times in sessions with people like Qiuqiqi, with, if you're not familiar with, it's where people get information from their higher selves. Meditation doesn't have to always be about sitting in the lotus pose with your fingers in the right position. It doesn't work for some people. We are in an energy and vibration where it's even more difficult for us to find focus. Anything can be meditation, just as long as you go into the intention. So doing art, anything that's creative, listening to music, going for a hike. It's just that we don't necessarily see it as such. So if you want to find answers, you want to open yourself up in that way, just, painting a picture, ask a question and see what comes to you. So
I love that. So I get here that you're always open to discovery, and look at the sun on her head. To me, it's like, give it time, the sun will be out, and it will be easier just to even sit outside. I'm getting playfulness, and then Jason brought up art and playing, coloring, whatever it is that this might inspire you as well. But this is the best thing that I found, and it is a little child walking away with flowers on a country road, but it says imperfection journey. And what I feel like is there's no perfect way to do your journey, and maybe you're just not the getting motivated is fine. Then you have to say, I've had to do this myself. I can't do it today. I just can't do it today. And so maybe tomorrow. And then when tomorrow comes, don't beat yourself up. You don't have to do it tomorrow if you can't do it tomorrow. There's imperfection in us because we're human. So, yeah. Fabulous. I love your suggestion.
Yeah.
So
there you go. Lightly, again, simplifications, we make things too complicated. So if you're not inspired, that's okay. That doesn't mean something's wrong. I feel like, and especially with these other two cards, the first one is the Oracle card, which is waiting for important information. So I feel like this is twofold. One, important information is coming to, and maybe that you're sensing this is coming and you're feeling impatient and want the answer right here, right now. But there is this card. It's funny how the stories come to me as I'm holding them up. Gaia Gateway Activation. This is all about learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. So this is, I see you're the feminist witch, so strengthen your bond with Mother, Gaia. Also acknowledging that maybe this disconnect is on purpose so that some of us get so lost in the woo-woo and everything else that sometimes we forget that we're here to be human. And they do that. They, meaning higher selves, will somehow make us remember, whether it be pain in our foot or other things, to show, okay, this is all fine and good, but we are here for a reason, and we do have a life to live, and not to forget about that aspect of our human experience.
That's beautiful. Very nice. I hope that helps you, Book. You said your guides took a nap, and I said they're here with mine, and they're in my hot tub right now. So just let them be. Yeah. There you go. All right. So the next ones we have will be Flower Beauty, Arlene, Carolyn and Peter, and Sonia. Let me know if you are here. And Michelle, a new career. All right. Hey, I started a brand new career at 45 years old. Been doing it a long time. But it's, yeah. Didn't think I'd still be doing it. So,
yeah.
But
I kind of call it my other lifetimes. My
other
lifetime.
It was. I had lots of other lifetimes. Yeah. Yep.
My teacher lifetime and.
Yeah. Yeah. A nomad life for me. And now I'm in my. I have it on today. My shirt says the hermit. I'm in my hermit life now. Yeah. So, Michelle, there is no pressure on the timing. A lot of people say, oh, well, if I don't get a job before I'm this, then it's not true. There's no pressure. I actually taught a woman back in the early 2000s who at 65 decided to be a nurse. So don't worry about that. But timing is everything. So it's very, very possible that it is. It's going to be some kind of a long-term commitment when you make it. It doesn't mean marriage, but this could mean you're asking about a job. So it will be a long-term commitment. And let's see, it looks like you'll cut right through to whatever is needed in order to get this job. So I would say yes, if that's what you want, because ultimately it's you that has that ability to choose. So, yeah. Star control to Major Tom.
I accidentally hit. I'm still getting used to these. I accidentally hit something.
I get it. Yeah.
All right. So this first one, the fire spirit energy. This card is all about lighting a fire under your butt. So that's the G-rated version of way to say that. But this is about igniting your passions and finding your passions. So it shouldn't be if a new career is on the horizon for me. It is a new career is on the horizon for me. This is what affirmations are all about. Trusting if there has been signs that it's time to move on, knowing that your guides are giving you the little nudge. So really paying attention to your gut, to your passions. I have been told consistently recently, a lot of people are kind of feeling lost and like, I don't know what to do or what's next, what's going on. And it's the 100% consensus from spirit guides and higher selves is just follow your passion, because we're moving into a time where it's not going to be about monetary gain. It's going to be, we're going to be able to find reward in what we love and what we do. So I don't know if that helps. And the halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, and great lessons.
Hide and seek.
I really have to turn that off. It's like, now it's over here, now it's over there.
There you go.
This is just, I think they're just supporting and validating, the great lesson for a lot of us here now is follow your passion. Don't get in your head. Make it simple. It's our gut is telling us what to do.
Yep.
And just to follow it.
Is that supposed to be the Amenti? Is it the Amenti Hall of Records? And the reason I ask is, I just found out the other day that underneath one of the pyramids, they have found a whole city. And it's amazing. I mean, I think we probably knew that it was there, but they think it might be the Amenti Halls of Wisdom.
I just saw that too. Yeah. There is a Halls of Amenti card in this deck.
Okay.
So,
okay.
But this is Halls of Learning. So
okay. That's all right. That's cool though. Yeah.
Yeah. I know there's many libraries in the spirit world and here so
and now they're even real. I mean, if we always take for granted, because we take for granted the Akashic Records is a big library, although it doesn't have to be in that library form, but it's a good image to carry. So there you go. All righty, Flower Beauty, message from your guides, whatever you need to know from finances and career. All right. Oh no, Carolyn, I'm so sorry. You and Peter's recouping, and you're not feeling well, and you have 4 sick dogs. What the heck? Wow. Well, we're sending you all divine healing energy, Carolyn. Hi, Scott Scorpio son. Nice to see you. All right. I'll pull whatever I can, Flower Beauty. One or the other is going to come out. So let's see. Flower Beauty, I get the 4-leaf clover. Nothing better than that. Oh my goodness. It says here, good luck is on your side. And it says prosperous relationships or prosperity consciousness. I think you can, if you follow through with that either of those things can work out well for you if you think that is available to you. I get a snowflake. And so I'm getting that the person you're going to meet is rather unique, or they think you are rather unique. And it's possible that this may be a relationship that you would not have sought out for whatever reason, but it's really interesting to you, or this job is really interesting to you, because I got a wax seal and it says here, you're going to get invitations and messages and seal a deal, whether that's money or relationship. Time will tell. Yeah.
So the first one I got was, he's the trader, not traitor. This is just the acknowledgement of the need to, I know there's people that the more that they give, not necessarily monetarily, but the more they give in terms of vibration and energy to others, the more they'll return. And that just acknowledging that if we, it's not we shouldn't give because we want things in return, but acknowledging you do kind of function within that frequency. So making sure to, exchange energy in that direction. Grace and gratitude. So not forgetting to be thankful for what you have and where you are. Through gratitude, joy expands. So I think this is twofold. One, we often forget that we have, our higher selves say that we usually have all that we need. So, what we receive in the future is just a bonus, but not forgetting to give thanks for what we have in the now. Interestingly, the Knight card showed up again, which is about being brave and honest. I think in your case, this is about being brave, but also being honest with yourself in terms of what you want and what's driving you to move forward. And also, do you have enough what you need? Do you have everything to be happy? And with this, just,
it's the gratitude that we forget to give for the things we already have. That makes a lot of, we all need to do that. Thank you for that reminder of it. All right, so we have Arlene. I don't know if we can do this for you, Arlene, because we're not doing any kind of clearings like we do usually. Do you do that, Jason? Do you do that? No,
I don't.
Okay. No.
Sorry.
No, I know. No, Arlene, I'm sorry, but we will do a reading for you if that's what you would like. So I'm going to leave it up there, and we'll get back to you, Arlene. If a reading, let me see, maybe you're here. If a reading is all right. I don't even know if you're still here. I'm just going to put in here, Arlene reading, because I already canceled the other thing. And if that's what you want, Arlene, just say the word and I'll get back. It is okay? Oh, okay, good. All right, there you go then. We'll do it. Thank you, dear. All right. Mm-hmm. Have you been out walking your dog, Arlene? I'm sure you have at some point, but I get here. I don't know if you go by a golf course. I'm seeing drive, and it's not the kind of drive you drive your car. And it could be a line drive with golfing. I don't know, maybe you golf, but if it isn't, it might be saying you're having the drive to do the things that maybe you wanted to get done and didn't. So the word can be used in a myriad of ways, but they're saying that you're going to be meeting up with people who are offer equanimity, which is, they'll chip in, they'll help you, or they'll enjoy your company, or maybe you'll sit down and have an iced tea with them or something. But this also could be if you were golfing, and I don't know if you're golfing. So, but here's the kicker. After all of that, Arlene, please rest. But I don't think I need to tell you that. So there you go. Yeah. Spring cleaning. Okay, dear. There's your drive then. Yep. All right.
So I think in terms of chakras, the guidance is really surrounding around your self-trust. The first card I got is Babasana, which is about trust. It's interesting because the DNA is on this card, as well as hummingbirds, which may seem disconnected, but it's acknowledging that life can pass us by so fast. There's an aspect to hummingbirds is about joy and release and freedom. The DNA is also, there are aspects to our life experiences where we lack trust in ourselves and belief in ourselves. And that's part of, I think, what you're experiencing right now in terms of balancing your energy and surrounding. This is the direction guardian.
I love that.
But it's more about the direction guardians, and it's acknowledging that we often get stuck because we think that there's a right way and a wrong way to go. But the misconception is no matter what path we take, we'll always end up where we need to be, as long as we listen and we trust ourselves and trust our guidance. So oftentimes we'd rather ask the question, what's the right way to go? Because we just don't want to take action on the way that we deep down we know is the right way. So I think just in terms of clearing, trusting yourself, letting go, not being afraid of something being right and wrong, and embracing what comes to you. Being open to that.
Card. Yeah.
And being open and receptive and responsive to whatever comes to you and what you need to do and where you need to go.
Beautiful. And she lives in beautiful Sedona, so there's some direction work there. She's a lucky gal. She's a lucky gal that she lives there. Yeah. All right. So we have Carolyn, and Carolyn, thank you everybody for giving her some healing energy for her husband, and her 4 dogs. And let's see what we can find out for you here today. All right. Ooh, I love these cards. They're so nice. Carolyn, these cards are kind of cool. They're called the Midnight Sun Oracle, and they're just really pretty cards. And so, all right, dogs, please go. Go. All right. First card I get for you is a feast. And it's saying indulge in what you contribute to as well. So I don't know if once you get better and feel better, and Peter feels better, if you're going to have some kind of a wonderful feast together, maybe a little picnic in the sunshine where you live. And don't forget to bring the strawberries. I love that. And it says here, maybe dip them in chocolate. And this is you're just smiling, sitting outside, being beautiful. And I don't know if Peter does sing. I think Peter sings. Some singing might be involved. Or this could be Harry. This could be Harry. Yeah. Wow. Okay. She knows who Harry is. So there you go.
This first one is the Foggy Bog. Jeez. Foggy Bog.
The Foggy Buggy.
Foggy Bog, about patience. So this is acknowledgement that sometimes we might not understand where we are, why we're going through what we're going, but just having the faith and knowledge that it's for a reason and for a purpose. I saw the message about your dogs being ill too, just as a little informational knowledge. I've communicated with a cat who passed over with a lady I did hypnosis with. The cat actually told her this.
Oh.
And it's been powerful for me to know this ever since. And the cat said that the cat wasn't actually sick. She was merely reflecting back to this lady, what she needed to know and what she needed to pay attention into her own life. The cat said, animals are never supposed to be sick. It's only what they're reflecting back in order for us to learn from. I mean, specifically those that we have around us.
Right.
So I don't know if that helps a little bit, acknowledging that you also do have shamanic energy around you.
Wow. Yay, Carolyn.
Trusting in the higher forces at play. I feel like possibly ancestral, looking towards your inner knowing and guidance in that direction. I swear I'm not picking the same cards over and over again. This is the third time. Maybe keep it simple. Don't overthink it. You do need to heal. You do need to give yourself the time and space to rest. This could be part of the reason why you are all ill, is to give you time to reevaluate.
Maybe.
Reconnect. Sometimes when we don't listen, they keep us in bed for several weeks so that we have no choice but to listen.
Very true. And the dogs say, okay, if you're sick, I'll be sick too. Why not? We might as well be sick together.
Yeah.
Oh, your 29th anniversary is on the 31st. Yes, ma'am. Some kind of celebration going on, whether it's just a picnic in the backyard or whatever. And yes, Harry's watching you. Yeah. Oh my, that's great. All right, so we have 4 left. Are you okay to stay, or do you have appointment?
I could do one more.
One more? Okay. And then I will finish up with the others. I'm going to do Play, Love, and Remember, because she says, right before falling asleep, in your third eye, I saw a pink background with a tinge of lavender, and boxes appeared and began building, and the boxes changed sizes and built one upon the other. You fell into it when, and I'm sorry I didn't get the rest of this. Are you wondering what this was, Play? Wow. Very interesting. Maybe she put it up. Yes, Peacock, Flower Beauty. We already read for you, dear. Yeah. You have to go back. Yep. I am sorry, Play. If you have the rest of that. You fell into it when you fell asleep. Okay, you fell into the color and the boxes. Okay. Alrighty. Wow. It's fascinating. I'm going to tell you that. I'm feeling as though your guides are celebrating with you. And look at this. This woman is in a box, like she's like in the middle of a birthday cake. And it's a celebration. It's a highlight. She's excited. And I think that that's what you're emanating, Play. And that's why this particular card came up. It's like it's celebrating with you. Lavender, pink is love, and lavender is very healing for people that like to have that smell. And these boxes are, to me, things that are building in your repertoire of your spiritual life. That's kind of what I'm feeling like. And they want you to know that you do belong. You're welcome. They're happy to have you. Look at this. It's like you finally found where you need to be, what you need to be doing, and how you need to be doing it. So I'm just getting a feeling of a connection there. And by falling asleep into that beautiful energy, it's as though you let go and you allowed it to embrace you. So you tried to stay awake. Nope, they didn't want you to see the rest. They wanted you to go into it. Yeah. Wow.
So I will say, I pulled one card and it kind of aligns with what I was going to say. So I think it's interesting. Quantum healing hypnosis that I do takes you to the state of trance that is right before you fall asleep. It's that limbo land where sometimes you might jerk awake because, something's flying at you and you're like, oh, like that. That's the theta state. So that's where our past lifetimes are accessible. That's where all of our, our higher self is accessible. So usually when you witness or experience things that you can remember during that state is important, is something you need to see and explore. I would encourage you, if you're able to get to that state and remember it, to kind of ask questions before you're going to sleep in terms of clarification. I know that just working with past lives, things take a while to come into focus, and sometimes they swirl and change, and you might find yourself somewhere else. And I did pull the Akashic Records card, clearing old stories, releasing past lives, and freedom. So I'm not sure I don't know if I can get guidance through the cards necessarily, but I feel like there is something in that for you in terms of encouraging you to explore, because if you can reach that state and stay there, and you can ask for help with that, because typically we do fall asleep. That's our natural, unspoken instinct. I mean, we're in that space. It's just a matter of getting the assistance to hold you there so that you can see what you need to see.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to read you, Sonia, Amanda, and Wiki. If you want to hang out, I'm going to thank Jason right now for being with me and everybody today and all the beautiful readings. Yeah. And please reach out and sign up to subscribe to Jason's channel. And there you go. Jason Tempinski. He's wonderful. We'll have you back, Jason. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Also, I don't know if I can do a little plug. I'm doing a
spirit absolutely. I'm sorry. Yes.
This Saturday, it's Dolores Cannon's Meet Your Spirit Guides hypnosis. It's online. So if you are interested, I'd love to have you.
Wow. That would be wonderful. Is this something that you can find on your channel in the information?
Yeah, or my website. It's
on your website?
jasonqhhd.com. So
thank you. Thank you, Jason.
Right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye, hon. All right. So I'm going to put the website up here, jasonqhht, I guess.com. I'm hoping it is. Isn't he? He's so wonderful. He's such a nice guy. All right. So let's finish you guys up. And we have Sonia, Amanda, and then Wiki. All right. Do you have any messages from your angels and guides going forward this year? Let's see what we can come up with, hon. All right. It's a very busy year for you, Sonia, is what I'm seeing. Lots of changes coming up, some good, some not good, just like, of course, everybody might say. But I see that you have made a total connection to the divine. This particular woman here is in a beautiful dress, but look at all the petals all around her. And it's the feminine divine aspect of your soul. And it's growing and it's blossoming because there's all the petals. It says here that you are moving. It almost looks like you're flying on top of this eagle, but it says that you're moving to freedom and self-sufficiency. And I'm not sure if you're moving into a new place or you're moving up in your spiritual life, but the angels and guides, they have your back, so to speak, but they have you flying high here. I'm also getting the frogs. I love to get the frogs. It says self-expression and carefree. Look at the butterflies. Oh my goodness, there's butterflies and frogs, and it's a beautiful day outside. They're saying, the summertime may blossom for you and be very good for you, and you need to get out when you can and communicate, ground yourself and communicate with the higher beings and the little nature spirits that are all around you. You have that gift, and trust what it is that you receive because it's meant for you. So there you go, my dear girl. Thank you so much. All right. You think both? Yeah. Okay. That's wonderful. So, Amanda, you want to take the snark? Okay. You'd love a general read and inviting Jesus, my flannel-wearing bro. Felt a soft hug yesterday on my walk when I was trying and successfully shifting my energy. I love that. So you don't have Jesus, you have Jesus with you. Or you maybe Yeshua with you. Wow. Let's see what we got. This is funny. These cards are funny. Oh. So the first card I get is endless scrolling. And I'm feeling as though, this looks like somebody's scrolling with paperwork here, but it feels like you've been working on who the best person to work with will be. And for you, it's a flannel wearing bro. And Jesus doesn't have to look like the pictures everybody has or the statues everybody makes. Jesus is whoever we want him to be. And I love that he's with you. And he's saying, you're finally taking the time to do your own connection with your own spirit guide, because you can listen to yourself. I get here that sometimes traffic is backed up, but he always has time for you. So don't forget. And he says, your takeaway is absolutely true. You are shifting your energy. Your energy was right on that I did hug you. And I enjoy being with you. And you are a very high energy being. And I get also, just in my own mind, is just loves Jack. Oh my God. Jack is like, and when I think about Jack, I know he has eye problems, but I think about his cute little eyes being squinty. And there's something about that makes me feel like he's smiling. So I hope that helps, Amanda. Not too snarky. It doesn't work? If I spelled it. Okay. So just put in Jason Tempinski into Google and maybe you'll find it. It's Tempinski. Is the spelling of his last name. All right. And wiki. And I will absolutely. Oh, you have butterflies all over your apartment, Sonia? Oh, I love it, Amanda. Keep it up, girl. Keep it up. Yes, he has a great smile. I will do a reading for the collective before I go. We still got a few people here. All right. Thank you so much. And there's Nico, another sweetheart. Yeah. The next 3 months. All right. Let's see what they have for you. So that's April, May, June. Do you have a neighbor or a friend or a relative that doesn't see eye to eye with you, or I get an argument, okay? But I also feel as though this may be that we're living an argument, because we are. So it could be that it's hard to live in this atmosphere. And that's what I'm getting here. And that we all have to show restraint, because if we went off like we really felt, it would be really difficult for other people to be around us and probably for our health. So I don't know if that even resonates with you. I'm going to pull a couple other cards about it, but I do get abundance is coming your way. So it isn't all a negative thing. It's like, hang in there. Good things are coming that will feed you and sustain you in your year ahead or your 3 months ahead. And I know perhaps you'll get together with your family, maybe for a picnic. I don't know if you're going to travel again. Whatever it is, it's coming to you. But there might be some kind. Just be careful. Maybe it's a mega neighbor. Yeah. You never know. There might be something said or done that just maybe they put up a new flag, or just show you restraint and just be the bigger one, because they can't really be the bigger one. And I don't know why that is, but I also want to I pulled abundance. And so the next card I pulled is relaxation and positivity. So yes, if there's any holidays coming up, your birthday, Memorial Day's coming in that time period, I see that as a possibility of getting together with some of your own people. So yes, abundance is always welcome. Yeah. Birthday in June. There you go, girl. There you go. All right, everybody. I'm going to do one more, the collective read for everybody that didn't get a reading today. And I hope thank you so much for all coming. I really appreciate it. And you're welcome, Wiki. Sorry, Jason couldn't read the last three, but I did have boom, 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 boom. They all came in really fast. So. All right, everybody. Ooh, everybody got this card. Everybody got the midnight swim, the freedom, the self-sufficiency. Make sure, and it's so hard. It's hard for me to even say this because I don't feel like I'm capable of doing it myself right now. We're going through a lot of energy between the Schumann resonance, which means that the acceleration of energies that we're dealing with here on the earth, that has gone up. We've had some sunspot stuff. We've had world stuff going on. When I think about a midnight swim, and this woman is flying on the back of an eagle, but I think, letting everything go, finding a place to immerse yourself. And again, diving deep, which is what this title was. Indulge in what it is you want to eat and know that you are contributing to your own joy. So if you want to eat that macaroni and cheese, or you want a piece of cheesecake, and I don't mean for lunch and breakfast and dinner, but you know what I mean, indulge in the good things that matter to you, because we have this life that we can remember right now, and we are in the here and now, and we have to claim it. Okay. Finally, I get this is very interesting. And look, it's 33, future divination, clarity and guidance. Trust your own guidance, your own clarity. Trust it. We can try to read for you and read your energies of the time. Trust your own energies. Trust your own ability to find your answer. And know that you have the power to communicate and find a way to live within the constraints that we currently have. And everybody, love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself, please. There you go, Scott. No, you didn't get a dirty card. Maybe another time, Carolyn. I'm going to be on tomorrow with Gerald and Richie, and we're pulling cards at 10:30 Pacific time, and they are caffeinated and unfiltered cards. So they'll have to come in and see if you get some readings. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.